A close ally to Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton gave nearly $500,000 to the election campaign of the wife of an FBI official, who later helped oversee the investigation into Clinton's email use. This Wall Street Journal exclusive adds further mystery into the Clinton investigation. We're joined by WSJ reporter Devlin Barrett to discuss. Hi, Devlin. This is a complex trail of events. How far back does Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe go with the Clintons?
Well, he's been a decades-long close ally of them, chief fundraiser for them. He goes back a very long way with them.
All right. Can you explain then the history of payments he made to the campaign of Dr. Jill McCabe?
Right. So what matters here is that Terry McAuliffe is now the governor of Virginia, and last year he was trying to get a majority in the Virginia State Legislature, the Virginia State Senate. And one of the people he wanted to help him do that was a woman named Dr. Jill McCabe. She's a doctor in Northern Virginia, and he wanted her to challenge a Republican, which she went ahead and agreed to do. In the course of that campaign, Mr. McAuliffe's PAC gave nearly $500,000 to Ms. McCabe's campaign, and the State Democratic Party gave another $200,000 to that campaign. That made up about a third of her entire fundraising just from essentially McAuliffe-controlled entities. And so the rub here, though, is that Dr. Jill McCabe's husband happens to be right now the #2 official at the FBI. And so last October, the donations were made to the McCabe campaign by the McAuliffe entities. A few months later, Andy McCabe is put in charge as deputy director of overseeing the Clinton email investigation. So there's an issue there, and what we're told is that the FBI ethics official said, well, since the election is over, it had happened 2 months earlier, since the election is over and she lost, there's no ethics issue anymore. It's essentially as if that $500,000 is irrelevant to his current work. Obviously Republicans don't view it that way. Republicans are asking for more answers from the FBI and want to know what specifically Mr. McCabe did and what decisions he made surrounding the Clinton email investigation and other investigations.
So I guess it comes down to timing in certain senses. How important do you think the timing of those donations were?
Right, and timing is a big part of this. It's understanding what happened. So the Clinton email investigation is opened by the FBI in July. That same month, as it happens, Mr. McCabe is promoted to the #3 job at the FBI. A couple months later, the McAuliffe donations come in to Dr. McCabe, his wife. And then a month after that, she loses that election. And then 2 months after that, you see Mr. McCabe take over a substantial role in overseeing the Clinton email investigation. So the sequence here is important to understand, and the sequence is what people are going to argue about, whether all of this was just coincidence or was there an ethics issue that the FBI should have addressed more directly.
Absolutely, and we have no question on which side of that the Trump campaign is coming down on. They put out a statement, of course, critical of the FBI, saying last night's revelation that close Clinton ally Terry McAuliffe authorized $675,000 to the wife of a top official at the FBI who conveniently was promoted to deputy director and helped oversee the investigation into Clinton's secret server is deeply disturbing and calls into question the entire investigation. So there you have it from Trump's camp. Has the Clinton campaign made any statement about this?
Well, we've talked to McAuliffe's people about this, and what they say is like, look, the governor did what any governor would do in this situation, which is try to win state races that can give him more sway in the state capitol. There's nothing from the McAuliffe camp's point of view. There's nothing untoward about anything he did. Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, they can't speak to the FBI's ethics issue, but McAuliffe's spokesman's point is, look, that's what governors do, mm-hmm. And this was not in any way out of line with what governors do.
All right, Devlin Barrett, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.